Roads? It's the Ernest Hancock Show. Where we're going, there aren't any roads.
Yeah, I'm going to just give you some of the headlines on Freedom's Phoenix today caught my eye. You know, I could just do entire shows on single things on Freedom's Phoenix. There's so much stuff there. But real quick, let me go ahead and tell you what's coming on tomorrow. Now, tomorrow I have three experts, well, you know, they say they're experts, on Egypt, okay? Well, they got Arabic names, so maybe they know more than me and you do. Now, Amin Mahmoud, his problem is that he's going, you know, the Arab world does not have a pro-American kind of mentality. Now, his concern is that, you know, to support the Egyptian people's struggle to achieve freedom and social justice, President Hosni Mubarak has shown very little respect for those legitimate demands. Now, why they're concerned is, we are very concerned about Secretary Clinton's statement regarding the stability of the Mubarak government. Secretary Clinton reiterated her support for Mubarak again when she indicated that his government is capable of reform. 30 years, and all of a sudden he's like, well, all you had to do was, you know, let me kill a few hundred of you, and then I'd listen. So, you know, this is what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Is the Mubarak regime capable of reform? Well, first off, I mean, you know, am I allowed to care? You know, I just, you know, or not care. I mean, I just soon not care. I don't care what, you know, Mubarak does. It's just about, you know, help define this in a whole other culture that may not understand that the whole reason for this you know, word democracy, what the heck does that mean? What democracy for what? Limited by what? What is it, just this mob rule thing? It's just, you know, how many television commercials you can have in support of one thing over another? I mean, it's you show enough cleavage and leg and you get me to buy this product? I mean, you know, what is it? You know, this self-ownership concept, that is the danger. Well, one of the other guests is Tahami. Now, their thing is that they're talking about alternative communications. As they shut down the internet and cell phones, they're going, let me tell you some of the other ways that we can communicate. We learned how to, different abilities to be able to communicate, and what you should know should it happen to you. So I definitely am interested in that. Then we have Philip Rizek, and his thing is that there is a decision that there is going to be a change from this regime, this government. Even the United States government say, yeah, we're going to have, you know, a change. But, you know, this is the Egyptian special envoy from the Obama administration, Frank Wisner, says we need to get a national consensus around the preconditions for the next step forward. The President Mubarak must stay in office to steer those changes. Now I'm going, let me read that again. We need to get a national consensus, which is going to be some kind of election or poll or something, around the preconditions for the next step. You know, I'm just going, you can't make this stuff up. So this is what our government is doing. This is how we're seen. So I'm just going, you know, these guys are killing me, man. You know, I find this of great interest. Well, now we get back to Hillary Clinton. You know, it was exposed that she was talking about, and under pressure there, you know, why can't we just legalize drugs? And she made it clear, she goes, because there's too much money in it. Well, there's a Freudian slip, you know, so that's, you know, she's never going to be able to live that one down. That's going to be around forever. We also have news that Ron Paul is on the verge of announcing 2012 presidential bid. Well, is that really true? Well, what's really going on is political pundits are speculating that Ron Paul could be on the verge of announcing his much-awaited 2012 presidential run after the Texas congressman agreed to give a speech in Iowa at an event entitled Presidential Lecture Series that will feature other likely Oval Office candidates. So the fact that Dr. Paul is even going to participate in that, you know, it keeps him in the running. Another interesting story, mandatory Arabic classes coming to Mansfield. And where's Mansfield? I think that's in Texas. Some students at Mansfield ISD schools could soon be learning Arabic as a required language. The school district wants students at select schools to take Arabic language and culture classes as part of a federally funded grant. Smells of the Obama administration to me. Whatever. Now they're going to be doing a movie about Mrs. Thatcher. And who's going to play her? Meryl Streep is going to play Margaret Thatcher, which was Prime Minister of the United Kingdom during the Reagan years. So I'm going, okay, that will be of interest. Meryl Streep always does a good job. Oh, here's another one. It was interesting. I thought you'd get a kick out of it. An airsoft Glock. You can turn an airsoft Glock, shoots these little, rubber BBs. You can turn it into a real Glock. Now, the real gun is the receiver, is the bottom part where the trigger guard is. It goes in. That's what's considered the serial numbered gun. Well, if you're a felon or a kid or whatever, you can order all the other parts of a gun without, any kind of law requirement. So they took this airsoft Glock, ordered the other parts, and made a gun out of it. Just because they can. Keith Oberman left MSNBC. Now it's starting to come out that he's taken a news director executive job at Current Media. Now, Current Media is the parent company of Current TV, which has its own cable. I guess they're going to try and compete with MSNBC. Now, keep in mind, this stuff is going on at the same time that AOL, which is Ted Turner, and Time Warner and so on, are buying Huffington Post, the website, for $300 and something million. Now, I think Ariana Huffington, she's going to get at least $18 million of that, and she's doing okay. So the Huffington Post, so what does that mean? It means AOL, Time Warner, Ted Turner, which is CNN, is going to get a liberal media outlet on the internet, Huffington Post. And we used to use Huffington Post. We've had Ariana on Charles's show before. I've gotten to talk to her several times. We've Huffington Post, she would have a lot of, cool stuff out there. And Fire Dog Lake, we had a lot of stuff there. When they were really hammering on the Bush administration, they were doing a good job because they had a lot of internal people that, were sending good stuff to them. So we pick and choose like we do a lot on Famous Phoenix from like Ross Story and so on. And these are a liberal bent on the news, but when Huffington Post went big time and got arms and legs wrapped around the Obama administration, I mean, man, they went to where they're almost worthless. It's just, it's so partisan that I can't find anything of use. So I'm just, all right, well, if that's the way they want to roll. They think they're going to be able to rule us from there. Well, fine. Now we have epic fail global warming solutions. California is the model for all other states in UN Agenda 21, the overarching blueprint for depopulation and total control. California passed sweeping laws, the AB 32 Global Warming Solutions Act and companion bill SB 375, that claim the need for sustainability to reduce greenhouse gases and carbon, otherwise known as phony global warming. Well, the laws makes California the first state to commit to the Kyoto Treaty, a United Nations program in this UN Agenda 21 thing. The state of California, they got enough problems economically, and they just kind of throw this one in there just for good measure. Whatever. Yeah, I did, FYI. Kucinich, wait. This is We Won't Fly. We Won't Fly launches nationwide billboard campaign against TSA. Taking its message beyond airports, We Won't Fly has launched a nationwide billboard campaign to further raise awareness and of an activism against the TSA's ineffective, dangerous, and invasive air travel scan and grope procedures. So here we're going to the streets. Billboards. We do not consent. How's the man like when you do that? Representative Kucinich challenges the Tea Party to stand up for civil liberties. The House is set to take up a measure this week, renewing key provisions of the Patriot Act that expire February 28th. Liberal Representative Dennis Kucinich, Democrat Ohio, issued a challenge to Tea Party supporters and lawmakers in the new Congress. Time to show you're serious about liberty. That's a good idea. Get them Tea parties, just abandon that Patriot Act thing. Oh, expect massive Chinese gold buying using ETF GLD. Now, these are like kind of money market things, and gold is an excuse to be able to put pension stuff into gold-backed stocks and so on. Long story short, you buy these, and then you just say, hey, man, I want to take physical possession, give me. And that's what China's doing by the gazillions. Gold is going to go to the moon, Alice, to the moon. Oh, speaking of which, Earth-like worlds might be as common as ants at a picnic. They're starting to find all these planets where we can just go. We can just go. We might just go. Then what? Uncovering the secrets and exposing the lies. That's what readers of freedomsphoenix.com get every day. Readers of freedomsphoenix.com are constantly provided the information that detail the real news between the lines of propaganda about government policies and the true relationship we all have with coercive governments. Learn the true condition of our economy, innovations and technological breakthroughs in energy, health, computer science, and space travel. Learn the truth well before it's admitted to in the lamestream media, the media that is so last century. Corporate media has evolved into nothing more than distributors of government propaganda, but we now have a fantastic alternative. FreedomsPhoenix.com provides constant news updates on the issues that affect our lives in the most important ways. Our liberty and our property are under constant attack, and FreedomsPhoenix.com provides the understanding behind the propaganda while encouraging the participation of our readers. Join us at FreedomsPhoenix.com. That's freedoms with an S, Phoenix.com. FreedomsPhoenix.com, where the revolution between the ears has already matured.